There's nothing like chilling with my girls. Just me and my divas taking over the world. Hey, divas. Hey, divas. Let me tell you now,
What's up, divas? It's your girl April, and it is time for another Real Talk video. I decided I would do this one here only because I received this email today and I just finished posting, or rather recording one. And you know what? I was in the recording mood, so I said, well, let's just do this video right now and I'll post it up in a few days so that way this person doesn't have to wait. So this Real Talk video is about, I'm going to read the email to you, and we are going to name this diva Lynette. Okay, so Lynette says, do you think that a mother-in-law should come between her daughter-in-law and son's marriage? My mother-in-law seems to try to hate me ever since I've been married to her son for 4 years. So basically her mother-in-law seems to hate her ever since she's been married to her husband for the past 4 years. And every time she comes between us, he never defends me at all. I have to defend myself. Whatever she says, he does. It's no matter what I think. He's such a mama's boy, and it's kind of drawing me away because I don't feel like I belong in this family. So I stay as far from her as I can. What do you think? What advice do you have on how to manage my relationship with him and her? I would greatly appreciate it.
Lynette, girl, y'all.
I'm feeling what she's saying because I have been there and done that. And it did not turn out to a happy ending until I had to make it into one for myself. Okay, so first of all, I really don't think that any mother should meddle in their kid's relationship. You know what I mean? True indeed, if your daughter or your son is getting beat up by their spouse, then you need to say something. Okay, you don't want your kid getting beat up, vice versa. But you really don't need to meddle in their relationship like that. That is like too much. And I'm going to tell you a story because I'm married, and my husband, he has a mother and he has a sister. I never did anything to these people, okay? But it seemed like the sister, his sister, which is a couple years younger than him, she never really liked me. I don't really know if it's because I'm light-skinned or whatever, but she would always say things like,
oh, she's so light-skinned. Oh, she thinks she cute because she got long hair.
But, bitch, you got long hair too. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're dark-skinned, I'm light-skinned. What's the big deal? We're both black people. We're both African-American. And I treat your brother with kindness and love, so what the hell is the problem? She would always say, she would always come over, have little smart remarks, have her little digs and things like that. And then it would be like when he would go over to their house, I would never go because he would never invite me, and I'm glad he really didn't because I really didn't want to be bothered with them like that. But they would always have their little smart remarks to say, you know, little things, little smart remarks that they would want to say. And I don't know if it's because I had a kid before him, you know, and that's why they really didn't like me. Or basically the mother has 2 daughters and a son. So I kind of felt like, you know, I took her son away from her, her only son. But goddamn, he's not your only kid. He lives like in the same town. What's the problem? You should be happy that he has a family of his own. He wants to tend to them. They would constantly come to my house every day, especially when I was at work and want to borrow money, like that. But they would always talk shit about me, like, you know. And I would just deal with it. I really wouldn't say too much until I was pregnant with my last baby, and he ended up going to jail. And my mom came up from New York City to visit with me and to make sure that my husband was okay and that he could get out of jail. His family would never do anything for him. They wouldn't give him care packages or send him money or anything like that or go visit him. It would always be me. But when he was out, they could always, can I get some money? Can I get this? And talk shit about me all the time. All the time. Oh, I think she's cheating on you. How could I be cheating when I'm always at work and then I'm always with your son? You know, things like that. So, you know, the last time he went to jail, well, ain't the last time because he's there. Well, he just got out again. But anyway, he had went to jail, let them know. You know, I called them and let them know, you know, what happened. And they didn't say anything to me. You know, I called them upset, crying. I was pregnant. And but I didn't need their sympathy. I surely didn't want their sympathy. And I just was crying because my husband was in jail, okay, again. So the sister, her and her smart ass mouth.
Oh, I don't know what you crying for now. Why are you crying? Because you ain't gonna have money like that?
Bitch, no, because I make $30 an hour where I work. I've been working the same job for over 8 years. I really don't need his money. What I'm crying about is your husband. My husband is in jail. That's why I'm crying. But whatever, I didn't even say anything. I let us get a little smart-ass comments off, and then I hung the phone up. Early in the morning, you know, we had already taken care of business a couple days prior about a lawyer and things like that for him. This is what we doing. Not his family, but me. And it's 8:15, 8-some in the morning. My doorbell is ringing. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So I go and I look out of my window, and it's his mother and his sister with a cup of coffee in their hands. Like, what are you coming over for? To sit and drink coffee and talk? They didn't know my mom was there. So I didn't answer the door. My mother woke up. She was like, who the hell is that ringing the doorbell and banging on the window like that? And I'm like, it's his mother and his sister. My mom was like, let me go put on my clothes first. I guess my mom knew that something was about to pop off, because when I opened my door, and you have to go down in my hallway. Like, there's one door to my living room, and then I had this long hallway where we would keep like our shoes and stuff, and then I would open the other door. So I opened the door, and all I remember is his mother start running her mouth at me. And at that point, it was enough. I had been through enough with them. I had dealt with enough with their smart ass comments for so many years. And I was done. At that point, I was so done. Okay? Like, done to the donest. Put a fork in it, it's been done. That shit was overbaked. Okay? It was burnt. She kept running her mouth, and I had to come out of my face to her and let her know how she was. Do you know the next thing my husband's mother did? She went to grab me, to hit me. What did I do? Like I said, I was pregnant. I was only like 2 months pregnant. When she went to grab me and snatch for me, I kicked the shit out that lady. Daughter, who is like a big ass Chewbacca. She's like a big Chewbacca, you know. She's trying to jump in, and my mother is so short. Like, my mother is shorter than me. I'm 5'3", so my mom is like 5 feet. My mom goes and picks up like a metal bat that I had in my hallway and starts to swing and hitting her. I had to drag my mother and pick her up and haul her in the house and call the police. But I'm going to tell you something, Lynette. It felt so good, because that shit is irritating. In-laws can be the worst. To this day, after I had to put it on them like that and let them know, I had to get mouthy with them a couple times after that, because they would call my house harassing me after the whole time. They ended up going to jail because they have harassed me. The sister harassed me so much that she left a dirty message on my voicemail and said how, oh, me and my kids are going to be 6 feet under. Really? So when the police came at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're calling me leaving messages. First of all, what are you thinking about me for 3 o'clock in the morning? Don't you think your black ass need to be sleeping at 3 in the morning? Why you got me on your brain at 3 in the morning? Because, bitch, I surely was not thinking about you. So, yeah, his mother and his sister ended up going to jail for a couple of days because all of the harassment. So now they respect me, but I don't fuck with them. Excuse the language, because this is real talk. I don't mess with them. I keep my distance. I don't speak to them since I moved here to Arizona. I'm fine with that, because I don't need that hostility and shit in my life. They're very hostile people. Wherever they move to, they're starting drama, and they're always into some shit with their neighbors. Like, not when I say into something, I don't mean like barbecuing and having neighborhood block parties together. I'm talking about they always fighting, and it's some shit with them all the time. So they're a bunch of troublemakers, them too. So anyway, Lynette, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, and I have to share my story with you about that, because I know how that feels, you know what I mean? You can take but so much, and I'm going to tell you something. After a while, that shit just bottles up, and you about to explode. Like, and I would say the same thing to my husband. Why aren't you defending me? Why? He's always saying, how do you know I'm not defending you when I'm going over there? Because I don't think you are, because if you were, they wouldn't try to get smart with me. You know what, Lynette? I don't think it's right. Me personally, my son, he has his issues with his girlfriend, and I try to stay out of it. When he calls me and asks me to talk to his girlfriend and stuff, you know what I do? I tell him, I'm not calling her, because I'm not the one in a relationship with her. I'm not the one humping her. That's your girlfriend and your baby. That's your girl. That's your baby mother. I'm not the one humping her. You need to talk to her. Keep me out of it. If y'all need something, then by all means call me and let me know. But I'm not going to be the one to be the middleman and try to save your relationship or whatever. I minds my business. If I see him getting out of character with her, like, you know, screaming in her face, or if he put his hands on her, then by all means, I'm not having that. You're not gonna put your hands on any female. So, you know, I do say things when I need to, but I don't meddle in their relationship because it's not my place and it's not my business. And what his mother needs to realize is you come before her now. And if you have a child with him, you and that child come before his mother. Once you get married to him, you come before his mother, and she fails to realize that. Maybe she's living in her own world and she feels some type of way about you because she feels though as if you stolen her son. You know what I mean? And she needs to get over it. You've been married to him for 4 years. You're not going nowhere. She's not going to let you go. Don't let her let you go anywhere. You know, Lynette, you cannot allow them to keep putting digs at you and coming for you like that. Because as long as you allow them to keep coming for you and digging at you, they are going to. And they are going to just get worse and worse and worse. And I know how you feel not wanting to go around the family because of his mother. You're going to have to put your own foot down. You know what I mean? Don't let her draw a wedge in between you and your husband. You know why? Because you're doing just what she wants. You're allowing her to put a wedge in between you. And on the other end, she's so happy and so satisfied about it. You really don't know. If he was to leave you today and go back home, she'd be in a world of bliss. Trust me, she would. She'd be in a world of bliss. You really don't want to allow her to get to you to the point where you're going to explode and you have to verbally and physically attack them like that, to where I had to. I'm pretty sure if I would have been said what I needed to say to them years and years and years ago, it wouldn't have went to this point. But that's just them. They're freaking bullies. And I was just being cordial and nice on the strength of my husband. Now, had I just been myself, them bitches would have been got a piece of my mind a long time ago. But sometimes you try to be so nice because for the benefit of the other person, and that doesn't help either. You know what I mean? If he's a mama's boy, then there's nothing you can do about that. But what you can do to keep your sanity, you need to stand up for yourself. I'm not saying grab her and end up fighting her like me and my mama had to do. I mean, that was like some dysfunctional shit. What I'm fighting, me and my mother is fighting my husband and sister and mother. Like, who does that? I mean, though, you did come to my house at 8 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, they honestly must have came to attack me, because if my mother wasn't there, thank God she was, I would have probably got jumped. You know what I mean? I probably would have got jumped. But, I mean, it ended up like that. Sucks that it did, but that's just how it ended up. But you don't want to have to take it to that point where you got to beat down his mother or you got to verbally attack her. What you need to do, Lynette, is stand your grounds and put your foot down. Don't let that lady keep coming for you. Do not let her keep coming for you, because as long as you allow her to keep coming for you, she is going to. And she's just going to get more disrespectful, and she's going to get more disrespectful, and she's going to meddle in your marriage and your business constantly and constantly. And you need to let her know. I'm not saying be so pleasant about it, but have a sit down with her. And next time she comes out of character, let her know, listen, Mama D, because it sounds like she's like a Mama D type. Listen, Mama D, we're going to need to have a conversation, because I'm with your son and I love him dearly. However, I do not appreciate the way that you're disrespecting me and my relationship. You're going to have to let her know. And if she gets out of character, then I guess, you know what? You ain't got to get out of character. What you need to do is, you know what? That's cool. I tried to have a conversation with you, and I'm going to leave it at that. But like I'm saying, don't disrespect me, and please stay out of my marital affairs. And then walk off. As long as you don't get out of character, never get out of character with her. Because that is what they will use against you. Because trust me, I know. It was done to me. So what you need to do with Mama D, Lynette, is when next time you speak to her, we need to have a conversation. Let her know how you feel. And if she starts coming out of character, just get up, stand up, be ladylike, and let her know, you know what? I came to you as a respectful woman to let you know how I felt, but you are not giving me respect in return. So now what I'm going to tell you is, like I said, do not disrespect me and stay out of my marital affairs. And that's it. And walk off. That's all you got to do. She can tell your husband or call your husband and say, oh, you know what? Lynette came over here, or Lynette tried to get smart with me. Whatever. You can let your husband know after the fact. This is what I said to your mother. However, if you don't, and if you go off and you call all kind of bitches and stuff like that, then she's going to have more fuel to the flame or to the fire to bring to him. And trust me, you do not need that shit. So just Be cordial and be ladylike and let her know this is how it's going to be. And if she can't respect that, let her know still ladylike in a ladylike way and be done with her. But do not let her keep constantly invading into your marital affairs, invading into your life, and disrespecting you. Because I'm telling you, it is not a good feeling at all. Trust me, I've been there. We don't speak to this day, me and those people, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I don't know what their problem is with me. Is it because I'm light-skinned or what it is? I stole their brother and their son away, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know, and I say I don't know if it's because I'm light-skinned, because they're always constantly saying,
oh, she's light-skinned, oh, she's so light, and stuff like that, and oh, she thinks she's so cute because she got long hair.
This is way before the wigs, you know. It was shit like that. It was, so it's I think it's because of that, and it's because I took their son. It's probably things that, it's a whole bunch of shit that I don't even know and never will know. And at this point in time, I don't really give a damn. You don't have to like me, because I wasn't put on this earth for you to like me. I don't care if you don't like me. Better yet, I'd rather you don't like me, because if you did like me, you'd be around too damn much, and I don't really want to be bothered with you like that neither. So yes, keep it at not liking me, and I'm gonna keep it at not liking you. You stay over there on the East Coast, and I'll be right here on the West Coast. So on that note, divas, let Lynette know what you think if a mother-in-law should meddle in her child's marital affairs. See you soon, and stay diva and divalicious.